All right, guys, just gonna give some tips on how to apply these adhesives. It's a lot of this is common sense. We want to clean the part that we're gonna put it on. We don't want oils, even just finger grease. So wash your hands, grab some isopropyl alcohol. The higher percentage you can get, the better, and just kind of wipe down the area. So I'm gonna show you that. Not sure why I would show that, but doing it anyway. Pretty basic. I'm just gonna use a Q-tip and I'm gonna wipe down the area where the grip texture is gonna go. That's just gonna make sure that it sticks better. So we do have this this angle right here that the grip texture goes over, so you wanna be able to fold it over there and this adhesive to stay. So if you don't do this, if that spot's pretty dirty, that it's really not gonna hold right there. So there we are. One other note, does yours have this bad of machine marks on here, guys? You see this line right here? This line, this line, this line. So all these lines, pretty deep machine marks. Not too worried because it's a gun, but I was just surprised. So here we have the rubberized texture. So kind of like the, what are those called? I forgot the brand. There's a brand that makes kind of wraps for your gun. I don't know if they make one for this yet. So these ones are rubbery, very durable. And then we have this little adhesive in the middle. I'll tell you that in a minute. And then the kind of, it's like skateboard tape, but waterproof. Boom. So those are the two options we have. This is way more grippy. And this is just kind of rubberized, so not super grippy, but definitely more grippy than raw aluminum on there. Let's go ahead real quick before we put this on. Let's tell you what this little white strip is in the middle. I'm gonna just go ahead and show you. If you have this gun, you know that piece right there rattles unless you're holding it. So when you're holding it and shooting, it's not a big deal, but otherwise it rattles. And so what I'm just including on these is that little double-sided piece of tape. Basically, it's a really thin tape, so it's on there, and then you pull the whole thing off. We could probably do it on this one. Pull the whole thing off, apply it to here, boom, and then take the paper backing off. I've already done it on mine as kind of the test. And so all it's doing is keeping it from rattling. And since I didn't really show that, the way to get these off, in here you'll see the texture, you'll see this piece. You push right here, push on one side, and it'll just rock off. So having that on there, it's not so much grip that you can never get this off. It's enough that it doesn't rattle anymore. So you're welcome. Okay, let's do this real quick. So lining this up is gonna be really difficult through the camera lens here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and run it. I'm gonna take this off, trying to keep my finger touching it as least as possible. I'm gonna get around the camera. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up the bottom. It's designed to have a slight border all the way around everywhere. And so as you can see, I didn't really push down. And since I didn't push all the way down, I can kind of push it in the direction I want. So that looks like a pretty even border all the way around. That was actually pretty good, considering I just went to the side of the camera. So that's pretty good. I'm really liking the lines. I'm gonna go ahead and push it down everywhere on this flat surface. And then I'm gonna roll it right there under the mag catch. And then I'm gonna also, same thing right here, I wanna roll it right there. And also go ahead at this point, and I do this, I don't have it on me. I hit it with a heat gun, hair dryer. That just helps activate that adhesive a little better. But yeah, and you don't have to worry about residue leaving if you go take them off. This is like the third time I put it on. I never got any residue for either of them. But yeah, there we are. So hit that with a heat gun and really just kind of push, especially where there's that angle and the adhesive needs to kind of bend and stay, because that's going to be a sensitive spot, because it's going to want to lift itself up a little bit. So there you are. Hit it with a heat gun and you should be golden. It's pretty good application there. And then of course, as you'll see on here, we have it says right and left. These are the ones for the right side. This is the right side. Go ahead and you just pop them off. Boom, boom, boom. And if you don't want them all, don't use them all. It's fine. And then there's your adhesive in the left side. And left side here, we have the rubberized. Let's go ahead and show you that. So you kind of get, it's a little bit grayer than the grip. And this is a little bit blacker than the grip, but I assume with a little bit of hand usage, a little bit of dirt getting in there, it's just gonna lighten it up a little bit. But yeah, I really do. Initially, I wanted this just for kind of finger index. Feels really good. And if I have sweaty hands, that added texture really helps. And then I thought, what about against the body? You can go rubbery. So I actually might just rock it this way, where it's rubberized on this side and grippy on this side, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna play with it. So there it goes. There you are, guys. If you have any questions, hit us up. We've support chat on the website, and we can answer comments in the YouTubes. But first, hit the description of the product. A lot of the answers will be there. We try to work hard to get our description to answer all the questions, and if it's a question not answered, we'll add it there so that everyone else can get that question answered too. So, all right, yeah. What is your thoughts on in the comments? Go ahead and ask. I want to ask you guys, this is a new gun to me. What are your thoughts on the included little polymer plates? Do I need to ditch the plate and get a metal plate? Because I wasn't too fond of the polymer plate, but we'll see. Go ahead and share the video, like it, send it to others. We are just word of mouth. We don't monetize on YouTube. We do this just for products that we make. So it helps us a lot to get your feedback and to get your shares for others. So share this on in your Facebook groups, in your Instagram groups, or wherever, and let us know. Boom.